Hello, World Wide Web. Welcome back to the Hangin With Web Show. I'm GW Pomichter, and we are on the Cecil Grimes cosplay set with Cecil Grimes. Cecil, how are you, man?
Doing great.
Good to see you again.
Thank you.
You've had a very busy year.
I have. It's been a wonderful year. Been all over the U.S. and now we're going overseas.
Overseas? Where are you headed to?
Oh, Ecuador is booked this year, and then I have China and Indonesia and Philippines on the schedule for next year.
Ecuador.
Yes.
Wow, that is amazing. What's the farthest you've reached out of the U.S. this year?
Canada. Yep. Been over to Canada a couple times.
Wow, that's pretty good. So the last time we saw you was, oh my Lord, like Space Coast Comic-Con. Yeah, that was the last time we saw you. How's it going on the circuit so far?
Oh, it's been great. You know, I've got some wonderful features. I'm going to be in San Francisco this year, so taking coast to coast. I did build a new set, so I'm able to get refeatured at the ones I've already been featured at.
Oh wow! So we're digging the tower here, man. Pretty cool again.
Thank you. Yeah, I went from the prison to the safe zone, kind of an Alexander-ish representation.
Very, very nice. The backdrops are great. You got some zombies working today, I see.
I do.
How's MegaCon going for you?
Oh, MegaCon's always amazing. It's so close to home, and you're talking about six-figure attendance. You can't ever go wrong with that. Yeah,
I'm telling you. Yesterday we pulled in on a Thursday, and it was like a Sunday afternoon here. And Friday is I can't even imagine tomorrow. You guys down here will be swamped, which is good, right?
It's really good. Yeah, we always look for swamped.
Any new additions to the show since we talked to you last? We know you got the new tower, new set backdrops. Anything planned coming up?
Yeah, I've got right now. I've got Richard Dixon cosplay as my Daryl special guest, and again. We've got multiple features across the U.S., all the way to San Francisco. Going to be in Atlanta, Walker Stalker again this year. I've got a few new guests coming in for that.
Few new guests. He didn't see his eyebrow went up, but he didn't say who. Okay. So making the con circuit this year has been exciting, but cons are great places to pick up those great stories. Best con moment so far this year?
Well, I'd say the best story this year was in Indianapolis Comic-Con, and I was due down in Sonoy, Georgia for a commercial with Atlanta Movie Tours, so I broke down, took off the next morning, got all the way to Sonoy in one-day drive, 9-10 hours, and realized my entire wardrobe was in the closet at the hotel in Indianapolis, Indiana.
How does one acquire a Rick Grimes wardrobe from 10 hours away from home?
No, I actually called and they said it didn't get turned in. I thought it was gone, and the next day they called and said we found it, and Marriott overnighted it to me.
That's amazing. That's fantastic.
So
that's great.
Commercial, and then I was at 3 days later. I was on my way to McAllen, Texas, for the South Texas Comic-Con. So they saved me. That was
wow. That's one of those heart-pounding moments right there.
Absolutely.
So since we've grown a little in the last year. I know you've seen us on Facebook, and we've been watching you. We've added a segment to the show. We call the segment Clickbait. So if you know on the internet, clickbait are those headlines that you just can't turn away from, but it's never the story you think it's going to be, okay? So what we've done is we sent the girls out to the internet, and I said, guys, find me the weirdest, creepiest, freakiest questions. I'm going to ask my guests, and your real-life answer to the question is going to give us a headline that's going to make us both famous.
Okay.
As far as you know, it's going to work, okay? Ready? So here we go. I'm going to look over there. Oh, that's okay. You take a lot of pictures, and you see a lot of pictures, and you're on social media a lot. We know that. Right. What's the last Facebook meme that you saw that you just couldn't help yourself? It made you laugh out loud.
Oh, my God. You got me cornered on that. Oh, geez. The last meme. I tell you what, I was doing memes when Rick was getting inundated by memes, and I just stopped. And I would get tagged in everyone that had Rick Grimes and nothing else. I wish I had an answer for you. I can't think of one off the top of my head.
That's a good answer. He doesn't look.
It doesn't look.
It's too much, guys. The meme thing is out of hand. That'll be a meme tomorrow. You and me? Yeah. Okay. So you can invite 3 famous people to dinner. Who will they be?
Oh, Andrew Lincoln.
Awesome.
Norman Reedus. And I'll bring Rooker in there as a trifecta. Yeah.
Trifecta,
yes.
Right?
Pick their brains.
Yeah, man. That's a dangerous dinner party.
It is.
There'll be no sports equipment. There'll be no. These things will not exist at this dinner party. Okay, that's weird, but we'll take it. If you were a candy bar, what would you be?
If I was a candy bar, probably a Payday.
Y'all do the math. All right, good deal, man. Well, I'll tell you what. You feature in everybody's social media pics. Right? You're in a lot of pictures, okay? What's the last thing you personally took a picture of?
That I took a picture of? I guess South Texas Comic-Con. I was Sean Patrick Flannery from the Boondock Saints.
Yeah.
He came down to get a picture with my Daryl and me in the airport lobby. I had to get one of those. And then later on, Joey Fatone.
I want to give a shout out. Your Daryl is now, what's his cosplay online? Where?
So Richard Dixon Cosplay.
Richard Dixon Cosplay. Y'all get on over and check out Richard Dixon Cosplay too. Where are you headed? Where are you headed from here?
Right when I load out of here, I'm on the road to Niagara Falls, Canada. Niagara, Canada.
Wow, that's a long haul, man.
It is.
It is.
But I'm gonna do it.
Well, last year, after we did the con, we were headed to San Diego with little Michael.
Right.
3 days straight in the car. I spent the worst week of my life in Texas overnight.
Oh no!
It was 900. That's 900 miles of I-10.
Yep.
Amazing. So I know where you're coming from. That's a long, long ride. Oh wow. Okay, we're going to shut up. That's what they're telling us. That's what that card means. So as we do, though, we're going to thank our partners and our friends at Something Unique Magazine, the Florida Book News, Wordfire Press. Cecil and I both are great friends over at Space Coast Comics, Famous Faces and Funnies, back home in our hometown in Melbourne, Florida. I'm GW Pomichter. We've been hanging with Cecil Garner, Cecil Grimes Cosplay here on the set of The Walking Dead at MegaCon 2017. Remember, folks, log on, tune in, and see who we're hanging with next.
Thank you very much.